Let's talk about another team that's not meeting expectations. We thought they were going to be a lot better. They made a trade. We were all fans of the trade. The Atlanta Hawks. This has been strictly ball business.
Strictly ball business.
Strictly ball business.
I like that video.
Shit.
So right now, they've been really Atlanta Hawks. They've been really public about John Collins trades and what they should do. So it's not whether they should trade John Collins. We're talking, should they trade him for pieces or do they need another star? I want to hear your opinion. What do you think?
I think, they do need another star, but I don't think they're going to get one with the John Collins trade. And if they were, it would have been there. They would have taken it. It's simply not going to happen. And so I think they're going to have to find a trade that can get them find a solid pieces that they're okay with. I would take the best trade I can at this deadline, because there's really no point in hanging on to him again throughout the season. I just don't really understand. You already know you're not going to win a championship with this core. You added DeJounte Murray to it, hoping that would enhance the core. Clearly it hasn't, so you need to shake some things up. And you're not going to trade Trae Young, so you got to trade some other guys here to try and make that team around Trae and Murray better. So I would trade Collins for some sort of pieces like, I don't really know what's out there, but try to get, maybe some shooters and another rebounder would probably be what I'd try to get.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the team stats for these guys, they're 27th in rebounding, 27th in shooting. That wasn't their identity 2 years ago, and they've totally fallen off. Granted, Capella's only played 27 games, and that's the magic number for them is 27, I guess. So I'm looking at it. I'm like, listen, you know what? You need rebounding, you need shooting. Maybe you go out and get some ammo. I said they call up the Spurs again, and they're like, hey, listen, like we could have made this a big trader package. We should have done this anyway. I say they take a guy like Zach Collins to play that backup center, backup power forward. They get a guy like Doug McDermott, knockdown shooter, always been a consistent shooter. Toss him out there on lineups, and then they get 2 first-round picks. So the 2 first-round picks, obviously, you can use to attach it to Capella, flip him for something else. Because maybe he's not staying on the floor. Maybe someone else will take that, and you can get use those picks for ammo. I don't see them actually making those draft picks. I see them using them as ammo. And then John Collins just goes to the Spurs. He can do whatever there. Out of the conference, they'll see him twice a year. So
I just don't know why the Spurs would want to give up like 2 first-round picks for this guy. Like, don't the Spurs, aren't they going to have some high picks they don't really want to get rid of? We have the protections on them, but
yeah, I mean, I have protections on these, which I can't read on my paper right now because my printer was all inky. But they will see it on the left. They'll see it when it shows up on the left hand side on the screen. Yeah, they're protected. They're definitely, I think they're top 5 and top 8 protected. And obviously, and they're for later years. 2024 and 2026. So this is assumption that they can pull in some better talent, like a guy like John Collins, who could play a small ball center for them if they think Portal's just not doing it for them, or that Portal wants to move on. And I mean, he's significantly older than the rest of the roster, so maybe he's not their ideal pick. And John Collins is a small ball center. I think he would fit well next to guys like Keldon Johnson, Devin Vassell. And those are their big guys right now. So you know what? Maybe they fit him in there. They have the contracts too. I mean, they'd get off McDermott, who's at 2 years, and they'd get off of Zach Collins, who they also have 2 years. With both guys, they're not going to do anything with anyway. So I figure they clear up some cap space and get a guy that they would actually want to develop.
Yeah, I mean, I certainly think those are all great points you've made here, sir. I think you're an exquisite fellow, and I think everybody should be bowing down to your basketball props. Zach Lowe really has nothing on him.
Yeah, you're right, except for he has an entire network, and we have our beloved fans that we love so much.
Well, that is the difference between stardom and talent. Sometimes the talent doesn't always turn into a star. I don't know if it's your looks or your personality, but I think you're smart. You got that down on path. So
shucks, you too, fella. So because you're so smart, I want to know. Did you think of anything? Do you think of any guys that they should target? Any guys out there that role players that would fit great on this team?
On the Hawks, I mean, I think there's certainly some good role players out there. Maybe like a Buddy Hield could add some more shooting here. Maybe try to bring in Miles Turner and flip out John Collins, and then maybe you trade Clint Capella for somebody else. I think that'd be a fun one, but maybe it's too many trades to make happen. Kyle Kuzma is a guy I think about who could maybe play a better role here and really help get some buckets for this team.
Yeah, I mean, I think Kyle Kuzma might be a little more redundant on offense from DeAndre Hunter. I mean, DeAndre Hunter's scoring 15 points per game, but Kyle Kuzma would fit well on this team. I mean, they do need shooting. Kyle Kuzma's been a great shooter this season. So, what do you guys think? What should they be trading for a star? Do they need another star? Who's out there? Is John Collins worth another star? He's got to go. He doesn't want to be there. It's not Finn. Comment it all below. Let us know. All right.
All right, guys, that was strictly ball business, and we loved hearing you.